Compassion is very important. Even animals, they appreciate compassion. So now, India has some sort of potential to help humanity through combination of modern education and ancient education. Ancient Indian education dealing with our emotion. Modern education is dealing with material value, including science and technology. Wisdom combined with also the compassion, these things. I think very important. More compassionate mind here, you get more inner peace. That's very important for our health. A lot of suffering, pain, our own creation. Big question whether this problem can reduce or not. Answer is yes. How? Change here through knowledge.
We fundamentally believe that all human beings are good and want to do good, but get stuck in systems where they don't believe they have agency and therefore end up being their lesser selves.
So in order to create better future, education is the key factor.
They have a deep love for their children, and not just their children, but the children of the world. So it's wonderful that we're going to be able to hear from them, having this known as our purpose and our passion.
Hello, I'm Megan Noonan from Aspen, Colorado, and I'm a math teacher and also the C curriculum coordinator for Aspen High School.
I represent Tibetan schools and I work in Tibetan Children Village School.
I'm Yasmin Muna, I'm from Jordan, and I think the Sea Learning program has helped me more than my students to learn what makes them happy and make me reflect on happiness.
While I might be a coordinator to help with the curriculum, we do have a committee that helps fine-tune the lessons to our needs. And then through that, we are teaching the teachers and sort of coaching them and helping them develop as professionals so that they can then do the lessons with the students. We also think it's very important to collect feedback after each and every lesson from the teachers and also from the students so that we can adapt the lessons and make sure that their voice is heard in the collaborative process. With one teacher per 10 students creates a very compassionate classroom, an intimate, safe place for students to share and be open. And like many people have said, it can be a time for the students to be vulnerable and to learn some new skills that they'll bring into their everyday classes. But in our school, every faculty meeting starts with a mindful moment to center themselves and be present. And our students request it. I'm a math teacher, I can't always talk about these. It doesn't naturally come up to talk about the compassion towards the numbers. But what we could say is before a test, pay attention to your sensations and what are your skills to calm yourself down and to focus and to be in your resiliency zone. And the resiliency zone was the biggest hit with our students because it was a visual model and they can identify immediately when they're not in that resiliency zone and when they're not going to learn. So as a teacher, I can also recognize that student isn't misbehaving because they want to make my life really hard. They're misbehaving because they don't have the tools to get into their resiliency zone. And I just feel like our school has changed so much, and I really am very proud that we have embraced it as an entire community.
The thing that I like about the Sea Learning is that the Sea Learning is available for everyone. It's not based on any religion, and it's based on secular ethics, and it's also based on common sense, common experience, and scientific findings that we all accept.
It helped to make us responsible person by instead thinking of us, we have to thinking others.
At this point, we are really, really advanced in technology and science, and probably most of the people I know are really educated. I think the problem is the lack of ethics in our generation. In the end of the day, knowledge doesn't amount to much if you don't have any sense of compassion or kindness, because those are the things which make you happy.
I feel like I can understand what others are going through and I can see their perspective as well as my own. For example, if I ever get into an argument or a fight or something, instead of just thinking about how I'm feeling, how wronged I am, I can think about what the others are feeling, why they did what they did. I began to judge myself, not about how rich I was or how good my study exams results were or how beautiful people thought I was. I began to judge myself more on how many good acts I'd done today or what kind of a potential I had for becoming a good person.
For the younger generation, you have to live on this planet. So, whether this 21st century can be happy century, peaceful century, harmonious century, you should make effort now.